We ask God to watch over the Skultety family, as well as all of our veterans and their families. Remind us always that peace, freedom, and possibility can and will triumph now and forever. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
It's how you want to live your life to leave an impact on the next generation. And then you hear from a veteran who said, hey, they helped me at the VFW post, or they helped me when I stopped into the automotive store and gave me some good advice, led me in the right way. They may be gone, but they're not forgotten, and we have to continue on their legacy to let people know the sacrifice that was given for this country so we can enjoy all the arguments we have at times and all the finger pointings we want to do at life. So I do say to the family about your dad, about your grandfather, great-grandfather, leaves a great legacy and will be talked about for generations, just like every other soldier that served before him and continues to serve today. The Rolling Thunder that he was part of, thank you. I mean, it's so great to be in Albany County and see all the services that come together for one another. So I am honored to stand here to give you this proclamation. Not you two, I'm not talking to you. And to just really say, it's an honor, and he's gone, indeed he's gone, but they're not going to be forgotten.
So to all who are here as part of the Skultety family, thank you for the opportunity to say our humble thanks to an individual who donned the uniform of the U.S. Army for 3 years and served this nation with great distinction, great courage, great ability, and undeniable patriotism. So left the comforts of home and the familiarity of hometown to be of service to not only this nation, but to the world, so that we would remain that beacon of hope to freedom-loving people around the world. You know, as I looked at the bio on Thomas Skultety, Specialist Skultety, I just was reminded about the lack of heroes welcome for those who are served in Vietnam. This morning, to any from that vintage of our veterans, welcome home, because it was not said well enough or at all. And to have served with such valor and not to be greeted with that warm welcome. So we draw to mind that effort, and we offer that thank you to Thomas and all of his peers who served as members of the military during that era.
And certainly, Tom's contributions continue to shine. We see them here today with you. We see them out in the community. We see them with Rolling Thunder. That's the power of the service of the veteran and what they pass down day in and day out. So it's a real privilege to be with you here today. Thank you for letting me honor him. And on behalf of the New York State Senate, I do have a proclamation here for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to the family. Thank you for this, allowing us to honor your dad, your husband, your father-in-law, grandfather. And thank you to the committee, the Honor of Ed Committee, because every month they bring us such a wonderful military person to honor and allow us these moments to start the month on reflection and remembering and honoring those who have served. So I always have to thank Congressman McNulty, as well as Congressman Tonko and County Executive Dan McCoy, for continuing this truly beautiful tradition. I can only imagine the pressure on a mechanic to make sure they didn't get it wrong, because those helicopters were the ones going right into the heat of action to try to remove those who have been disabled or killed, or assist those in the heat of action. So thank you again for allowing us. The resolution that we have here is the smallest token of appreciation. Also, thank you to Rolling Thunder. You are at so many events, and your presence always reminds us of those who serve so selflessly. We can never thank you enough. Again, it's an honor to be here with you this morning.
When I asked my friend Al about Skull, he told me that he was the most loyal guy he'd ever met in his life, and that if he needed him for anything, he would drop anything and go and help him. Now, my friend Al's a pretty tough guy. He's pretty big, But to see him in a little bit of an emotional state's kind of like a little bit hard for a lot of people, just like seeing you. But I guess that's the kind of impact that Skull had on a lot of people.
I'm David Van Leuven. I'm the Bethlehem Town Supervisor, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak this morning about Tom Skultety. Often in life, the person one sees briefly isn't necessarily who they really are. And I didn't have the privilege of meeting Tom, but according to one family member, he was big, scary, and grumpy. But he was also incredibly generous. According to his son, he was always doing work for free. And his business, Skulls Automotive, was relatively short-lived because, to quote Steve, you can't make money when you don't charge anyone. And I think that says a lot about what his priorities were. Tom proudly served our country during the Vietnam War, but I think, as a Bethlehem community member, that his greatest legacy is everything that is running better because of him. Countless cars and motorcycles, Rolling Thunder, VFW Post 3185, and a whole lot more. Bethlehem is richer because of his generous work, and we are proud to recognize and honor his life and outstanding service today. Thank you.
You know, those who served shared a bond, and that bond is something that we continue to benefit from when we see the power of that service here in our community. And all you have to do is see Rolling Thunder at a charity ride, raising money for veterans, saying, how can we help? What do you need us to do? To see the power of that service. And so we are all beneficiaries of that service to this day. And that is something that we do not take lightly. We're also joined by Derry Shonfar, Albany City Treasurer, who I know often comes to these events. And it is the way that we start out our month, and it helps to ground us in what it is that we are here to do, that we are public servants, and that service is possible because of our veterans. So thank you for allowing us to honor him today, and thank you for continuing to ensure that his legacy lives on.
And so to the family, we have a small token of our appreciation from Waterville Arsenal. I have a few more days left in command. So each one of these are very special to me. And so I say thank you. I see the smile on your face. I see the tears in your eyes. But know those tears in your eyes, I tell you from my personal experience, every one of these moments have been a healing experience when I have had an opportunity to talk to each and every one of you. So from the workforce of Waterville, I say thank you. We have a small token of our appreciation.
The Vietnam War Veterans Recognition Act of 2017 serves as a reminder that those heroes were not given a proper welcome when they came home. Let us never forget their sacrifices and show them the empathy and gratitude they deserve. So, the Skultety family would like to say thank you to those among us today who, despite the risk and sacrifice, raised their hand to serve and defend our beautiful country. God bless you, and God bless the USA.